What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is very annoying because we didn't get smoked today. We didn't get smoked because my mentor got smoked. But for me, I didn't get smoked today. I had the actual right setup and everything. We just missed the last goddamn thing. You guys know I trade ICT. I say you guys know this is gonna be the second video I ever have. I'm even supposed to make another video, but I think I want to edit that video and make that video look actually really nice. But as you guys can see, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what happened. But we had, you guys know there are like 5 steps when it comes to ICT. We have the liquidity sweep, some form of liquidity sweep, or as far as how I trade, some form of liquidity sweep. This all has to happen on the 5 minute. Some form of liquidity sweep. Then we need to have some form of breaker structure. So we had those two. Then we needed a continuation. Then you hop on the bandwagon. And hopefully that all matches your daily bias. And if it doesn't match your daily bias, you should understand why it's not going to happen to against your daily bias. You need to understand why in order to change your trade. But let me take you guys to the chart to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? So as you guys can see here today, very annoying by the way, because this is ugh, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you need to know when you are trading, your trading is a percentage. Things can happen where you don't get a part of it because your strategy is a percentage. You have a win rate. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry has a shooting percentage. Not every day is gonna go in, but he has a shooting percentage, meaning most of the time it's gonna go in. But you need to know if that's the percentage you want. Based off my percentage, let me show you what happens. So we come into the day completely bullish order flow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. But the only thing that you had to be taken into account was this the 1 hour. It kept on. This is previous day, as you can see, we got on that. Boom, went up, up, up. Just kept on taking out the previous session highs. Previous session highs. Never had a reversal. So knowing this and knowing the fact that it had beaten yesterday's um high, there was a potential for a reversal, on the day, just for the sake that it took yesterday's high out, and there was never a manipulation, which I'm pretty sure is what TGR did, and that's why he lost today. But that's not what I did. Uh, so as you guys can see, we come into the day, and I'm here. I'm like, order flow is bullish. 4 hours is going up. 1 hour is going up. So I'm very likely believing that it's gonna go up as well. But I don't know what that is. But regardless, what is this? No, no. Why? My fault, y'all. But let's go back into this. But like regardless, you can still expect it to happen. So on the 1 hour, we had this fair value gap. And for me, back testing wise, because when I back tested, I realized a lot of times I got stopped out. And a lot of times the move happened before I could get part of it. The liquidity sweep happened before it actually hit the actual line. And the reason why is because of things like S&T divergence and stuff like that. But another reason why is because of 1 hour for value gap. Sometimes it might be an SMT, but the whole time on your own chart, because I only focus on one chart. All that two chart stuff, no thank you. It's on one. It might be a 1 hour for value gap, or a 4 hour for value gap, or a BPR. So for me, 1 hour for value gap, boom. So the moment it came down here, I said I can expect a reversal. Get off of auto. But I'm still open. This is a 4 hour and a 1 hour right here, and a BPR right here. In case it went down a little bit more, which I would expect. I would have expected it to get down to. So it got down here. Boom. It passes. So I'm expecting a reversal anytime soon. It already started to have choppy. The moment it got here, it was starting to be choppy. Choppy, choppy. Then boom, it finally respected. And for me, for a breaker structure, I just needed to close above the previous the previous candle that was just like it. So blue candle means going up, obviously. So I needed it to be just like the just close above the previous one. Boom, it closed above the previous one. So we have two. We just did the last thing. Guess what happened? It said, "F you, Bassett. We're going on. We're riding this thing all the way up." And guess what happened? It left me. I was waiting for, as you guys can see, like, I'd already seen there was no inverse fair value gap. There was no fair value gap. The best thing that could have possibly happened for me was a order block retracement. So I even had it mapped up. You know, it's like, oh, I expected to at least come into this midpoint where you can see like a fair value gap where on the 1 minute it will bounce off of, boom, it went without me. TP1. My strategy worked, but I didn't get the trade. Boom. My strategy worked, but I didn't get the trade. But let's just say two of the three of my strategy worked. It was still missing parts of my stuff. So that's the main reason why I didn't end up like being a part of it. But that's cool. I guess. I guess. At least I know like this something like this, like you go off the day knowing like at least you know like what you had in mind was working. You just didn't have the last thing and you're okay with it. That's the thing when it comes to psychology, because that's one thing I was never okay with, which I would have gone on this trade and I would have won this trade, but it would have not been a win. That's the thing. Previous me would have gone on this trade, but it would have not been a win because I would have been forcing myself to be a part of a trade that I did not finish confirming for myself. And I would have not been able to live with myself. No, not necessarily live with myself, but I won't be able to forgive myself knowing I took the trade. That's the reason why I didn't take the trade. I won't be able to forgive myself knowing I took the trade, not knowing that I didn't finish on, like knowing that I didn't finish all my confirmations and I just went in the trade. I wouldn't have been okay with that for myself. So that's the main reason why I didn't take today's trade. But as far as my overall setup was good. The setup was A plus. I just needed the plus. It was A. You just needed the plus. The confirmation was just the plus I needed, and it would have been bang, bang, bang. As you can see, my me my final TP would have probably been the beginning. Once the moment it touches that fair value gap, I want out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have no stupid reverse off of me. But as you guys can see, this was today's price action. Something else can happen today. I don't give a damn. As the part moment I'm in, I've done all the back testing, I've done all the live testing. Right now is really just being a part of the market when the market is there and being able to just come on it, come off it, move on with my life. From saying, so now after I've done this, I'm gonna go to my job that's gonna make me 250 today. My gosh, 250. Sometimes I just wonder, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. We're just gonna focus on the prize today. And the prize today is just getting better every day. Another thing to remind you guys, last thing for me to say for you guys is you guys should get a journaler. I have a journal, but I don't have a journal where I say this is what I did, this is what I did. No, it's just for me to get to understand my win rates, my percentages. That's the only reason why I have my trade journal. And then you should have a personal journal where you write everything about your trading stuff, your trading journey, your affirmations, what your goals are, and try working towards those goals every day. As you guys can see here, this is my journal. This is the back of my journal. So every day for the back of my journal, this is September 8th. As you can see, we're in October 15th. So this is when I started this journal. And you guys can see, this not when I started this journal, but it's when I started to write my affirmations. These are things I wanted to like write down to myself to continue to put that positive energy and that positive mindset into myself, to know I'm working towards something every day and I'm doing what it takes. I'm about to write my daily affirmations for today. Am I gonna write how I feel for today? No, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not gonna do it. But this is just another thing that's like you guys just need to start doing things that's just gonna put you in that better space, in that better mindset, in that better, like, yeah, like you have a plan and you're putting it into the world so the world can give it back to you. Apart from that, you still got to do your daily stuff. You got to pray. You got to do the things you got to do. You got to make yourself better, because this trading stuff is it's enough to be the only thing, but when it's not the only thing, it's not the only thing. You get what I'm trying to say? While you're in this stage, the stage I'm at, I still have to work. I'm in school. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything I have to do, because at the end of the day, trading is not my plan A. It's my plan B, but it's so strong of a plan B where it can eviscerate the plan A. You understand what I'm saying? And what I even say is a plan B is not necessarily a plan B. It's more like a plan C. Plan A and Plan B are currently about to be finished. I'm about to finish my nursing school. Plan A is something I have to continue after nursing school. But this is a Plan C that's enough to destroy both of them. That makes me be like, I might not do any of those. Those are Plan A's, and the Plan A's and Plan B's are enough that I'd be like, I still want to do Plan C to try and see if, like, you know what I'm saying, I can make some extra bread. But this is enough to destroy those ones completely. And You know what I'm saying? I like it. I feel like it's fun. I feel like it's putting me in a better headspace and stuff like that. But apart from that, uh, hopefully, like, months down the line, once I look back on these videos or years down the line, mind you, I watched my first ever video on trading 3 months ago, and I've gone further than most people. Like, I figured out I have an 80% winning 80% win rate. Right now I'm on a break. Like I told you guys in the previous video, I'm on a break because when I first went in live, I didn't have the right mind. Now I have a perfect mind because I was able to train myself with my live demo, as you guys can see. But just continue to do what it is to make you guys feel like you're doing something better at the end of the day. Once you feel like you're doing better for yourself, you're gonna do better. Once you feel like you're doing what it is, like doing what you need to do every day in order for you to get to that next step, trust me, you're just doing better. So just continue to try your best, continue to try to do better, and just continue to put yourself in that position for you to win. You know what I'm saying? Once you continue to put yourself inside that position, your whole mindset, your whole life surround system is gonna win. You're gonna continue to put that positive affirmation. Geez, I need a haircut. Oh my gosh, I need a. Oh my gosh, I look like a bum. I look like a bum. But like you guys can see, you see, and like just like today, that's why when you guys see my Trezella, I'm even about to pull it up for you guys. You guys don't really see L's in my Trezella like that, like because I don't go out of my way to like take trades don't like that don't get confirmed. When they don't get confirmed, and I was doing that before. When they don't get confirmed, don't go. I'm saying your win rate is gonna be so high once you stick to your strategy. Just the wrong side. When you stick to your strategy and you follow it, trust me, your stuff is like you might never even miss. Like like I'm about to show y'all right now. Hold on. Studio mode. Oh gosh, I remember when I used to try to stream, but like as you guys can see, like once you have a strategy where it's like you stick to what it is you're supposed to be doing. Like you don't move on from it, which is what happened. Why I had to take a break from my trading. It's just the reason why I'm currently in my break because I was doing my mentality was not strong enough to stop me from actually doing that. And as you guys can see, like, bro, like this is my trade win percentage, but this is my day win percentage. I normally don't take more than one trade a day, which is also part of my fundamental rules from when I was back testing. I only took one trade a day. So why I'm doing it in real life while I take more than one trade a day. Unless maybe I mistakenly like missed the actual move of the day, I might, but like overall, there's no reason. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Every day, you know what I'm saying? We have no trade today. And that's another thing about the way how my thing does is that at the end of the day, it will tell you don't take a trade today. Don't take a trade today. I'm even looking at because I know I have some friends that are 1 minute demons. Sometimes I'll try and understand where would they take their trade. Boom. Let's look at a 1 minute perspective. Break a structure right here. Um right here, and I don't see a single continuation. Right here is a continuation, but by then you would have already passed everything. Whereas like your RR is not even like the potential of your RR doesn't even make any sense. Like why would you go into this trade? So apart from that, like I feel very content with what I did today. It's 10:45. I still have a long day today. I'm not working today. I know I said that earlier, but I'm not actually working today. I worked last night. But I'm going out with a bunch of my coworkers today. We're gonna go eat some Korean barbecue and we're gonna get some good eats. So apart from that, I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in, being a part of this journey this day too. Uh I'm gonna there's not gonna be a video every day. Eventually there's gonna be days if I lose, and today is because there was actually a price action I just didn't make. But if there was a day where no price action, nothing, no trade, I won't post. And there's some days where I might not be able to actually be physically able to trade. I might be coming off a night shift. Because you guys know as a nurse, you work 12 hours. I might not be coming off a night shift, and who knows, like I might not be able to be awake. Like I might come back home 7:30. I'm not gonna come back home 7:30 then trade. Are you guys insane? Are you guys insane? Because when I was doing that at a point in time, that's what I'll tell you. I was paying, I was trading off a night shift. it was ruining me. It was really ruining me. And I realized like I just wasn't putting myself in the best mental space. I was chasing the dream rather than chasing the process. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're not gonna do. We're gonna continue to chase the process every day. We're gonna enjoy the process, and we're gonna continue to chase the process. That's part of my daily affirmations. So I'm gonna catch you guys on. Let me move this real quick. I'm gonna catch you guys on another day. I don't think there's anything more I want to talk about. I am gonna eventually post a video. I want to get an editor. If somebody's an editor and doesn't mind helping me edit my videos, let me know, please. You know what I'm saying? Not my videos, more like my sit down and talk videos where I might actually like give out game or stuff like that. Like, if you don't mind doing that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to your boy. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in, being a part of this journey. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Until then, sayonara. Why did I make this video so long? It didn't need to be this long.